Yo, what is going on, guys? We're finally back for some Alliance War this season. So there's only two wars left right now. This one and then War number 12 to decide the entirety of Season 53. So I'm definitely going to upload these final two wars for you guys. And then if you guys want to see some of the past wars, let me know. Maybe we'll do like 3 or 4 wars in one, or I can start doing them one at a time. Just let me know what you guys want to see. Definitely been lacking on the war uploads this season. But the season is getting pretty exciting towards the end now that it's winding down. So I want to show you guys these last two for sure. And this one just happened. Like, I just did these fights literally yesterday. So this is very fresh. And so this war, man, we're going full Photon. So I've been using Photon a whole bunch, and the craziest thing, like, is that Photon is not even a tactic attacker, and yet we're gonna be fighting a lot of tactic defenders. Some very difficult fights in this video, and Photon is the Goaton. She's crazy. So throwing on a big 30% boost and a big health boost because I'm thinking I'm probably gonna need it. I have some very sketchy fights this war I'm a little bit worried about. And so my, assignments this war was Photon and White Magneto, and I was told I can just use my White Magneto guidances anywhere I like. And then my third team slot just said bring a counter for Scorpion. So I was thinking, like, who can I bring to Scorpion? Usually, like Nick Fury, Kate Bishop, those kind of champs come to mind. But I was like, what if I bring in Odin? Because I have some hazard shift fights. They're shock and bleed, and I'm using Photon for them. Photon is bleed immune, so she can do those. But if I had the Odin pre-fights, especially for shock, that would make the fight a whole bunch easier. So, and with Odin here, as soon as we throw a special one, we get True Strike. So, the moment we throw a special one, he can't evade. I'm pretty sure I threw on a Power Star 1 boost as well, just to, like, make sure. So, yeah. It's, like, really my first time using Odin. I've heard so many people say that Odin's actually good now, and it's my first time really actually using him. So I threw this heavy here. It did like monstrous damage, and then I threw this, and then he just died. I was like, oh, okay, maybe Odin is actually pretty good. That genuinely really impressed me. That was just 7-star rank 1 Odin, dude, and that was the one and only fight I needed him for. He crushed it, and now I get the added bonus for the rest of this war. I have all 3 of these pre-fights on my Photon for every single fight now going forward, so I'm using her for the rest of the war. So you can see my Photon here, dude, boosted up. She has 135,000 health. This Sorcerer Supreme, I'm pretty sure, only had 180,000 health, so crazy. But yeah, this fight is a decent one just to build Photon up, because that's really the main thing with Photon, is building up her charges, because you can carry those over from fight to fight, which is, massive, so massive in Alliance War. So you see here that her power gain is going out of control, and I accidentally, that's the annoying thing with Photon, is sometimes, you're just dashing back, you're so focused on avoiding the enemy and, avoiding their attacks, that you're just not paying attention, and you end up dashing back and holding block for like 1.5 seconds, and then the next thing you know, you activate your mode. So that's what I did here. Totally was not trying to. I wanted to, build up to max charges, because, then you can get 5 Furies. I only have 3 Furies right now, so this fight's not really going at all how I was intending it to. Bit of a mess, but she's dead. Just my Photon is pretty much unramped now, which is kind of annoying, but it's all good. So there's section 1 down, no problem at all. Those are by far the 2 easiest fights this war, so if I died to one of those, we'd have a real problem. Now, things get a little bit sketchy. So moving into section 2, I'm on path number 9. I don't think I've been on path 9, all season. This is my first time on this path with this tactic. And I'm going to be going for some more Photon, for sure. We got the Odin pre-fight for shock, so now with our bleed immunity and shock pseudo immunity, we'll be fine here. So not too worried. It's just a Wong. The first fight on path 9 section 2 is a lot easier as well, because you can just parry freely. The second fight has one-eyed open, so that one I'm a little bit more worried about. But yeah, you can see here, we got 5 shocks, 6 shocks on us right now, 7 shocks on us right now, 8 shocks on us right now. we're still 100% health. You know, it's fine. Right there, I almost triggered block, or I almost triggered our mode again. You'll see here, I'm kind of like, I almost did there, and then I realized, I'm like, oh, don't repeat the same mistake from the last fight. Let's just chill. I want to build Photon up. Right there, we got a miss. That's easily the most annoying thing about this tactic, but that is a great thing about Photon. When she is in her pure light form, she completely counters miss on all hits, so that is nice. I think outside of it, she counters it on like her first medium, so that is nice. But yeah, once you're in pure light, you can't miss, so it's incredible. It's actually good that we're getting like one shock on us here. You know, that's healing us. It's actually just willpower healing, so that's nice. Wait, right there, did we get a miss? I don't know. Then it said miss failed. That was weird. But yeah, we are in our mode. We have 5 Furies, but I end up pushing Wong to his special 3, and I don't have any invulnerability boost on here. You know, I was worried, but then the attack ended, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's it. Like, really? That's it. But yeah, and then unfortunately he gets another one. But, you know, I think the reason why the first one didn't hit very hard, and I think this one's probably going to hit even weaker, is because we have him taunted. When you have taunt on the opponent, it lowers their attack by quite a bit. I don't know how potent Photons is off the top of my head. I don't know those numbers. But, yeah, the taunt definitely helped. I threw the special 2 applies the taunts, and I special 2'd before he special 3'd both times. And by the second special 2, he had 2 taunts. So I don't know if they stack to like decrease his attack even lower. I'm sure they do. So yeah, that was really nice. Photon, man, just I don't know if I have some points in inequity. I probably do. I'm sure that probably helped as well. And you know, just being so heavily boosted. But yeah, dude, Photon just ate 2 special 3s from Wong. No invulnerability, no special 3 greater defense boost, no nothing. So after that fight, I immediately threw on the special 3 greater defense boost. I was like, you know, maybe I've already eaten 2 special 3s this war. Maybe I'll throw that on, you know? And so, you know, of course, after fighting Wong, what happens is he applies a cross fight into the next fight that you go into. They start with power gain and a little fury passive. So that's what Magneto had there at the start. He tagged me a little bit as well, but it's fine. You know, I got that combat regen boost on. He tagged me some more here. But yeah, I got that combat regen boost on. And when the shock debuff is on us, you know, if it's just like 1 or 2, it's really good willpower healing. Like right here, you can see we're taking 22 damage per tick, and we're healing 326. That is good value all day long. So yeah, the power gain's getting a little crazy here, but there we go. Jabeta's special, just gonna take it on the block. No biggie. Going for some intercepts here. His AI is not being the most cooperative, but that's okay. Here we do trigger our miss, so that's basically a free opening. And yeah, just keep pushing him back. Hit him with a little heavy attack so we can increase our critical rate. And then boom, hit a nice little intercept at the end. And Magneto goes down. So yeah, that was the trickier fight because we couldn't really just parry stun there because of one-eyed open. We could parry stun, but if we parry stun and then land an attack, any damage we do is just going to be reflected right back on us, which is exactly what we don't want. So far, so good. But I got 3 fights left, and I would say these are the 3 hardest fights of the war. All basically like mini bosses. So I've saved 3 of my guidances, though I haven't used a single one of those yet. So I'm going to be able to apply those on each of the difficult fights here. So up first, we have a Wiccan. I've done this fight before with Photon, and I think I had one time where it went pretty good. Or I don't think I've had a time where it went bad. I think maybe one time where it was a little sketchy. So I'm going to put on an invulnerability boost, just in case. That is mainly for the next fight, but, you know, why not throw it on now? And so we have a little bit of ramp here. I started with 10. So after the first combo, we're already at 14, 15, 16, 17. We're ramping super duper quick here. And then as soon as we ramp, like, he's just dead. So boom, we're at 21, one more good combo, 22, 23, 24, 25. Pop this, he's literally dead. Bye-bye Wiccan, 23-second fight. It was only half ramped. So that fight literally could not have gone better. So that was great. No need to be worried about that. Didn't even take that long, so my invulnerability boost is still going to easily be carried over the next fight. And so boom, next fight we have a Mangog. So This is the big bad Mangog, you know, that I died to multiple times last season with Red Skull. I've been assigned this Mangog now a few times this season with Photon. And the first time I did it, it was against a rank 2 Mangog, and it went really well. And then fought some rank 3 Mangogs. This one is just another rank 2, so I wasn't as worried. So my mindset here, I was taking this fight differently, my approach, because I had done this previously with Photon, so I knew it was doable. So my goal here wasn't so much just to get the solo. I was still worried about the next fight. So my goal here, I was trying to bait out some special attacks, just so that I could punish them, and we could get the pause on our Furies, because I want to try to carry those over the next fight. And then right there, I made a bit of a mistake. I should have chilled. I should have not triggered his power gain. I was trying to bait out. Whoops! I don't know what's happening there. I was trying to bait out right here a heavy attack, and so I ended my combo early. But I did one too many hits. If I did one hit less there, he wouldn't have gotten the massive burst of power gain. I should have done another full combo, but it's okay. It's fine. The fight would have just been a bit more optimal that way, but it's still okay. You know, we got our invulnerability boost. That didn't do any damage. Here, unfortunately, you know, he is in his mode because I baited out so many specials. So just throw a special attack, though. That gets rid of the unstoppable. We're in our pure light, so I can just throw my specials from pretty much anywhere and bank on them landing. So here he throws another special 3 on us. And this one stuns us for a bit, and we take some combos. Not too many, though. And then here, throw this. And, dude, he's not dying. I'm like, huh? Die! And then, thankfully, one little block. I'm like, I thought for sure he'd be dead here. I'm like, dude, how are you alive? And then one little blocked hit just kills him. Like, I don't know how that special 2 didn't kill him. But, yeah. There's Mangog down. Wasn't perfect, but we got it. But now this fight, I was genuinely more worried about this fight than the Mangog, because like I said, I'd already done the Mangog. Plus it was just a rank 2. This is a rank 3 Ebony Maw, and man, Ebony Maw is scary to me, especially this season. So he's got Combat Deja Vu Prowess and Prowess Puncture, which is also some very, very scary nodes. Basically, you know what that means. If I just do 2 attacks in the same, like if I do 2 light attacks in a row, Maw gains Prowess. And then as a byproduct of that, he gains Prowess Puncture. So that just deals, I think it's like block penetration based on Prowess Potency. So, and you might be thinking that doesn't sound that bad, but for example, if Ebony Maw gets to a special 2, I gotta block that if he's got a bunch of Prowess and he's going to be doing block penetration with a heavy damaging special. That's going to be really bad. That's going to be really bad. Not to mention, you know, a special 3. I do, and right here I just miss. This is, I'm not faltered at all right now. Look at this. Not faltered. That's just a tactic miss. And then I start degenning. Like, are you kidding me? And then he special, like, yeah, this is why I was worried about this fight, dude. Oh, freaking Ebony Maw, dude. He's so annoying. So yeah, eat a special 3. Luckily, it doesn't apply any type of degen or anything. But unfortunately, since he knocked me down and I was above 10 of our charges, that pushes us into our pure light form with only 3 Furies, and it's about to wear off. I did not want that. That's why I was trying to conserve more of our charges from the Mangog fight, but I just wasn't able to. So here at this point, I've already lost half my health. I'm getting a little bit worried. And every time, I apply a debuff to this guy, he's using the Conflictor node to be purifying it into gaining a burst of power, which is why I made sure to save one of my guidances, so I could at least apply a passive pair so that that's not getting eaten, and just to get some easier openings. Here I start going for a little heavy chain, which is, a little bit questionable, but screw it. And yeah, here just toss a special 1. Just trying my best right now. He's healing. Look at how much he is healing right now. Photon's supposed to be turning off willpower, but I think the tactic turns off Photon's off switch. So, or maybe that's just the healing from the regen. But I don't think Despair is lowering it, even though it should be. But again, I think that's just the tactic reigning supreme, not letting it be weakened by masteries or anything, you know, which makes sense. You want the tactic to stand strong. I get that. But yeah, here he gains his power gain, and here I'm freaking out. I'm like, no. And then here I miss, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Look at this BS. I'm not faltered. Miss at just the worst time. Oh, his tactic just pisses me off, dude. Somehow, though, it kind of works out. He ends up throwing the special 2. He didn't go red. If he hit me with the special 3 there, you know, I'm out of invulnerability. It would probably kill me. So thank God that didn't happen. And yeah, I'm trying to keep the falter under control by landing our heavies. I'm just praying to God I don't miss on the first hit of our heavy again. You know, that was so stupid. God, this tactic, just that miss chance is so not needed with already the regen, the power gain, everything. Like, the miss is just so not needed. But yeah, we're almost through here. I think I even trigger my mode manually here because like I don't want to miss and then get hit and die like right at the end of the fight or something stupid like that, you know. So just trigger the pure light, do some final hits, finish the fight. And here I was getting the loading. I'm like, kabam, don't you dare rob me of that fight. I worked so hard to take that maul down without dying. That was such a sketchy fight, dude. Oh, if I got disconnected on that fight, I would be so pissed. But yeah, that was some, you know, important fights as well because the war was tied at this point, you know, 4-4. I didn't want to be the one to, you know, put us into a losing position. We do have 50 more fights explored, so it was looking really good, but still. So yeah, my war ended up going pretty great, just thankfully because of that maw. It ended up working out. We did end up taking the W here. We ended with 7 deaths this war, which is not too shabby. And this is where we are currently at for the season. So you might be thinking like, Legacy, Platinum 1? Rank 21? Like, what? You guys aren't doing very good. There's no. So actually, we're in Masters. I just took this screenshot now, but we are in Masters. You know, there's been a lot of stuff happening this season. In the first half, there was a canceled war. So the leaderboard isn't correct right now. But I think we should be in Masters right now. And we might even have a chance for more, depending on how the last war goes. So we'll have to see. But that's going to go ahead and do it for the second last war for Loki against Matrix. GG's to them. That's going to go ahead and do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the war video. First one of the season. Drop a like if so. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. One final war left to decide Masters. And then we're going to have some rewards to open at the end of the season. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Have a great, wonderful day. Peace.